Hello, Tritos. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I don't know why we would start the stream with Bitcoin, but we are, because it's just how it goes. And here it is. I mean, same price it was at March 17th, and every other day in between just about, and top side of the range, the rectangle, same price it was at yesterday, and the day before, and the day before, and the day before. Still fine. Still, this is technically bullish consolidation after an impulse up, so it's not bad. It's just, I don't know, 3 weeks, about to be 3 weeks of this. So that's it. It's down 0.36% today. So I mean, like, you know, the last time I was live, I don't know, maybe like an hour or two after my stream ended, Bitcoin ran to test $28,800 and it was elevated, but, you know, it's like, okay, whatever, it's at the top, and it's pulled back since then. And that level is just, this is why it's been marked for years now, technically. There it is, 2021. The daily, just fine. I mean, it really, everything's fine, man. It hasn't rolled over yet.
Afternoon, Lord Ray. Can you take a look at Altcoin? Cheers.
We'll look at that. Pollux. We will look at Pollux coin. Thank you, dude, for the 20. Yeah. So, Nothing Burger. All right, we'll move to Ethereum. Remember, it had broken out, but then, you know, today didn't have a good day. Altcoins collectively did not have a good day. Ethereum down 2% roughly. You know, kind of giving back all the gain. I mean, this is just from the highest high yesterday to the lowest low today. Almost a 5% swing in price. Your second largest crypto in the world. Technical still broken out. I mean, like, they're just two different breakouts, right? The breakout, the big one, you had re-broken out, you know, March 28th. I mean, I guess you had been broken out since the 17th and been going sideways, and then a new pattern developed, and a new sell wall came to be at 1850. But you broke that on the 4th, and you're still broken out at that. That's what I mean. You've been broken out, though. The big one, the level of all levels, until, I mean, virtually, you know, $2,000. Yeah, you've been broken out. Go to the 4 hour. Remember your right angled descending broadening formation. Still good, man. Still broken out. So I just pulled back today, just like Doge. What happened? My God, dude. Like, how do you even? Okay, so Elon changed the Twitter logo back to the bird, and when that happened, Doge got wrecked. I'll show you that just right now. I mean, this is Ethereum. Cool. Guess what, dude? Ethereum target's still 2,400 to 3,300 on the weekly. Bitcoin's way up there. A lot higher prices eventually. Just chop city for now. So don't be discouraged. I think this is what this price action's trying to do. It's not a big deal as a trader, investor, whatever, if you own it. It's just, in my world, as the streamer of covering this stuff, it's like, wow. Do something. Doge, yeah, real quick, let me show you here. Down 7%. Good. I mean, big old 4 hour bearish engulfing candle. That's what I'm saying. It was like news-driven catalyst or event-driven catalyst here. So since the top, and this is crazy part, it's what's so dangerous. People will talk about, oh, hey man, should I just buy into Doge now? Is it too late? If you have to ask, probably is. Doge down almost, I mean, at its lows, it was down 20% from the high. So you could have just lit your position on fire if you wanted to FOMO. But, you know, the good news is, what'll happen probably is it's going to make a higher low than the low from just before the tweet or the whatever, the event of changing the logo to the dog. So anything, if it pivots, it's fine. Just like wherever XRP pivots, it's fine. Big shout outs, real quick. Do this. Gaia, thank you so much for the 3 months. AP, thank you so much for the 3 months. Elon Thrust, the only one I've seen so far for the 5 months in the Citadel. And then Philby, thank you for the 3 months of support in the Citadel. These are recurring months of support is what I mean by that. It's a Twitch. People say that on Twitch. Like, thanks for the 3 months if it's 3 months of continuous support. So thank y'all. I really appreciate it. So Doge, it's back. The problem what sucks is you go to the daily, it's back below 9 cents. Back below 9 cents, man. So that's the inflection point. There are two major inflection points here at 6.5 and 9.1. Look at the price action in between, almost straight up and down every time. Well, guess what? You fell back below it, so it's not really what you're looking for. Because you might end up at 6.5 cents again. Any pivot above 6.5 cents would equal a higher low again, so. We got a pink moon. Is that what the full moon was? Or is? Or, you know, it's like today, yesterday. Crazy. And yeah, you had some pretty nasty sell-offs today on a few, not many. It's really been pretty tame. I mean, collectively, crypto's down about 2% overall. ICX, after going insane, is down 12%. Doge down, of course. 0x down because it was going nuts. Some of these, look at this thing. I mean, it hits 38.7 cents yesterday and is just pulling back. It's trying to, what was once resistance, support, and it's trying to become support again. So I wonder if this holds. 42 minutes till your daily close. We'll see what happens. This one's already done more than enough. 2 of the 3 targets of the trade setup complete. One more to go. Probably gonna get there in time. You know, those are like, okay, that, and then I don't know, ICX, who cares, right? Oh wow, look at FOMO's a terrible thing, right? High to where it like get its low. You know, it's just think about ICX and you know, less than 48 hours. It's from its highest high to its lowest low down 32%. This is why I like never buying into stuff like that, and then it ends up becoming like a shooting star or something. It's whack, man. Yeah, and everything else is just kind of meh, whatever. But then, you know, on the other side of the coin, in a positive way, you have EOS up almost 3%. Remember, this is a weekly trade setup that is, if you're patient, you're going to get there. You'll get to the promised land. I mean, 190 from here, $1.90, meaning like, oh, just if you got the time, I think the EOS it will eventually appreciate 56% in its value, but again, it might be 2 months, 3 months, however long it's gonna take, man. This is the weekly. Completed harmonic type 2, bullish divergent, literally everything. Everything but a trend, a good trend. Basement levels though. Lind is up. Remember, I don't know if you remember. I think someone in the Patreon or the Citadel asked about it, and it was, or maybe on stream, someone asked about Lind, and it was like, hey, Dragon. The Dragon's off to a really good start here, right? Really, really good start on Lind's Dragon. Was just trying to break out a couple days ago, and it's just great day today. And I guess nearing the breakout of that March 18th high, where this could continue this whole ride, man. I'm not surprised at all if this eventually does something like that. Maker was at a really, really good spot. You know that if you're in the Citadel, you know it was an alert. It was like a trade setup where, hey, man, look, if this level's defended properly, this could be it. This is a formal. So the way I was looking at it, it's like, okay, this is one low, this is one test, and this is the second test. And if buyers defend that for the second time, that's where the consequence could come in of much higher prices, where, you know, you would think like something like that eventually. So far, pretty good. You know, one of the only coins up today. ONT was another coin that it had done its own spring back test. Let me show you here. Look at this low from May of last year. And look how, you know, it didn't really hold perfectly, but buyers defended the engulfing candle. And look at it now. Look, it got as high as 35 cents today. So from its high to where it is now, I mean, it's lost almost 17% of its value from its top today. But some of these assets are doing things like this. You got to be able to identify them, recognize them, and if you want to take your shot, those are low risk areas to take shots on things. That's like crypto, you know, for the most part. We could look at the quad screen. Bitcoin top loft. Wait, top loft. That was a really strong accent of some sort. I don't know which one, but it was top loft, mot. Ethereum, top rot. XLP, top, bottom loft, mot. I really didn't mean to do that. Oops. And then in the bottom right's Binance coin just up against that supply line. Okay, yeah, that's it. I mean, just wow, no movement, dead market, gonna be dead. I mean, XRP broke its channel. It's 60 minute. I mean, I don't really care. Like 60 minute. Wow, great. Okay, so let's just knock out these index funds real quick. A couple commodities making a massive splash. Massive splash here. Okay. S&P 500 still elevated, had a, you know, an okay day, up 0.36%. You know, we're not really that focused on the index fund itself. We're focused more so on the individual assets that, you know, showing great. You know, it's just kind of like there's not many questions to be asked. It's like, okay, we can know how to take our shot on some of the individual stocks, and like looking at the index fund, just it's all over the place. It's so choppy. It's like it's like in a downtrend, long-term downtrend still, but man, really working on attempting to change that for now. And staying above 4,058 long enough, 42, 4,300, the inflection zone up there, man, that'd be great. Just like maybe confirmation of accumulation here. Could be. I'm okay. I mean, like, I'm okay with that. Right? Whatever. All that money they printed in 2 weeks. It was like $500 billion in 2 weeks, man. Yeah. Welcome to the world of liquidity. It's not like that complicated. Money printer go burr. And since money printer go burr, assets across the markets have gone burr too. Up, not down. Banks aren't collapsing anymore. Oh, okay. Was it just random? Oh, is it just a coincidence they printed $500 billion and everything's okay now? Oh. No coincidence, man. All right, Dow Jones sideways, did nothing. Flat, 0.01% up today. Something crazy about the NASDAQ Composite and the NASDAQ 100, which is big tech. The largest spread between them, the disparity in like performance, is the highest it's ever been. Meaning like the QQQ is outperforming the NASDAQ more than it ever has. Normally they're coupled because they're like, you know, there's like 3,000 stocks, I believe, in the NASDAQ Composite, 3,000. And then you got the QQQ, which is 100 stocks, and they are very wide in their percentage performance. And so it's never happened before. Just something I'm telling you. Like, it's just real. So what happened today on the NASDAQ? Very nice. Bullish engulfing candle. Buyers defending 11,935, which is the zone. It's like the bottom of the zone. And I really like the close above 12,070. It's like technically a re-breakout. And that piercing line still holding true for now. And if this is real re-breakout, 13K from here. Now, it could obviously, of course, be a double top, like working on a double top here, but a little bit of strength today coming in. IWM really struggling here, but yeah, of course, like, I mean, it is a technical spring back test attempt going on. The spring back test attempt from August of 2018. It's undeniable. It's right here in your effing face. You see it. Will it hold true though? Is it real? If it's real, then this happens next. If it's real, if what we're identifying is actually going to play out, you go to 188 next. But let's just see what happens in the coming week or two at this very serious level that cannot be denied by anyone. Right there. Okay. Speaking of spring back tests, there's one that just I cannot ignore. You got to know about it, okay? And who cares? It's really meaningless, but it's there. Tilray, it's a cannabis stock, but just look, okay? Just.
Oh, would you look at that?
Okay, $2.44. Look at the close yesterday and look at the price action today at 244. Is 244 just random? No. What is it? It's an old all-time low back from the COVID crash. The COVID crash low. There it is. Undeniable. Objectively undeniable, right? Spring back test of spring possibly occurring right now. And the good news is, if it's the volume signature is wonderful for a spring back test where you have very low volume on that test. The signature of the spring back test, the best is when the volume's lower than the spring itself. There was elevated volume on the spring itself, as you can see right here, where you're getting your highest level of volume really since like the beginning of the year. So yeah, well, let's just see what happens here together. You know, this is fun. I mean, this is the fun stuff to identify and just to see what happens in the coming weeks. I mean, this could be an absolute bottom. Maybe not though. It's weed stock. Who knows? But you never know, man. You don't know when, oh, hey, it's now illegal or decriminalized on a federal scale. Okay, yeah, I'm just looking at that, but I want you to see. So we're still like kind of in the stock world. Look at this, man. This is unreal. Okay, so the top performer of all the sectors today was the communication sector, but you gotta see this. It's like unreal. It's like, look at the 3-day here. Look how stupid this is. I mean, the things going on are all impeccable, right? Like, you fell below a key level from July of 2018. You fell below it, then you broke back above it, then you back tested that level as support on the 9th of March, and look at the rally from here. But look at the structural development. Look, the supply line was breached, and then on that day, virtually back tested that breakout. So it was like a double breakout back test. Or a double back test breakout, right? Of two different inflection points, they converged, and it happened to be in a single day. Both were tested as support again. And look at the performance since then. Number go up, and now approaching a neckline of this potential massive inverse head and shoulders pattern. Breaking above the high from February 2020, pre-COVID crash highs. You're above that. That's a breakout of sorts. Just imagine, like, you do what NVIDIA did. Look at NVIDIA. I mean, sorry, they're not visible on the 3-day. Look at NVIDIA, same thing, man. Or the weekly. Look at the weekly, and it looks. Look at this. I mean, how is there much of a difference? On the right shoulder, a level's tested as support when it fell below. And it matches the left, and then it breaks the supply line. Man, it's so similar. Fractals and stuff, right? These are not bad things. So I'm just saying, XLC, right? What will happen, man? Guess we'll find out together in time. Another incredible development, and this has been monitoring this one's the PEJ, which is the entertainment and leisure sector. What it did today is nothing short of incredible. Well, look at this. Okay. So a supply line was breached November 2021, February 2022. Okay. The classic accumulation structure is completely developed, matured, whatever. It's time. The next thing is, okay, it's time to go. Time to go test the confirmation line at 4220 and then moon. So what happened? The supply line and the ice line that takes you back to March of 2015, right? The valley of 2017. It was a resistance in November of last year. It's now flipped to support. So at the same time, right, just like the other one, what was once resistance has become support at two different levels, right? They're confluent. It's wild. And so you think like the consequences of a formal, successful back test would turn into something like that. So I guess we will see, right? All right, let's just switch it to gold, knock it out. Just meh today. Hey, nice reaction at the 8.86 reaction. I don't even consider that a reaction. It just stopped going up today. Wow, you were at it, man. Formal 88% retrace. Past few days and a pullback today, 0.63% down. Meh. Okay, cool. Remember, long term, this is gonna go berserk, all-time high soon, right? Same with silver. Eventually, moon soon. Silver's crazy strong. Wow, look at this levels being regarded as support now. Ahead into $26 in time. Broke a supply line here. No real back test. I guess there was a back test after the breakout on the 3rd. But think about it like a weekly higher low double bottom going on. That's really the haps. Forget the metals though, dude, because it's these two commodities that are just doing crazy. It's really three commodities doing insane things. First one we'll look at, live cattle futures. This is the Bitcoin chart now. This is the new Bitcoin. Just live cattle futures. The all-time high probably going to be achieved tomorrow. Probably hit it tomorrow, dude. 170 is the all-time high back from November 2014, and here we are. It's just upon us. Have your alerts set up. Just unstoppable, man. This is you not being able to eat steak because it's too expensive. Okay, here's one. Let's look at the cattle, like the feeder futures, right? Feeder cattle futures, extremely elevated up there. You know, it's still sitting at the highest price it's seen since 2015. So we're like my 8-year highs almost. You know, this insane uptrend, unstoppable. I think it's got a ways to go. But then, like something you'd never suspect. Sugar futures up almost 3% today, going absolutely berserk. This is what we're looking for on Bitcoin, okay? Sugar is Bitcoin. Except, like, this is just a way more serious sideways consolidation structure rectangle, right? Where this is August 2021, the beginning. And it's been confined in it till January of this year. It broke out and then back tested the breakout kind of a couple times. Dang it, man. And since that's like reaccumulation almost, it's gone. And it's at multi-year highs. Look, the highest price you've seen since October 2016. And guess what? Once that breaks, it's another colossal breakout, 23.90. After 23.90, you're probably looking at like 26.72. These commodities, man. Party's not over, or is it? Shoot, man. Good luck. I mean, this is they're now gonna wage a war on your diabetes. Or waging war on your Swiss cake rolls and probably your Krispy Kreme donuts. All that stuff's gonna get more expensive for them. So your price is gonna go up with this real life. No, like bearish divergence on diabetes Maybe, not really, because it's not like anything else is getting cheaper. God, steak and sugar. It's a war. It doesn't matter if you want to be obese, you want to be fit and healthy. It's going to get more expensive for everyone. But we knew that. We know in the coming years, it's going to get real bad because they're printing so much money. There will be consequence. Massive consequence. Everything will increase in value. Oh, it's not really even because of increase in value because it's worth more. It's just because of inflation itself, right? Money printing does that directly, but it just doesn't happen overnight. Okay, so those were your big ones. I mean, coffee futures had a good day today. Orange juice finally had a down day. It hit the 1414 fib extension and then bearishly engulfed. Did not take out the high from yesterday, but I didn't stream yesterday, so it's like our Jesus chimes for orange juice for just, I guess, reacting at a 1414 fib extension after hitting all-time highs. That's great, dude. So Dow Jones.
Peace, Terrapin.
Thanks, dude. Yep, Terrapin Station on my shirt. Definitely, dude. Natural. I'll also get U.S. oil. That was up marginally today. It's sideways after gapping up. I don't know is it gonna fill the gap first?
What's up, MSFT weekly possible cup and candle?
Cup and candle, man. I've never heard of that structure. The cup and candle. But we'll look at FET that I know looks spectacular. It's specimen stuff. It's harmonic with a type 2 return. I think with bullish divergence on that type 2 after getting destroyed. So yeah, we'll look at FET. It's a good one to look at for sure. So US oil elevated. Broke the wedge, I guess, back tested it, and you know, could be looking at $100 oil again if this was a real back test. If this is a real wedge back test, and like fundamentally with what happened with OPEC and all that, you might. What if we go to 100 again? It wouldn't be weird technically if this was really going on, a falling wedge, and it broke out, and you had a throwback, and it's really, you know, $96 oil in time. And the natural gas down. Shoot, dude. I mean, this thing is Terra Luna. This is the Terra Luna of commodities. Guess what happened today on natural gas? Lowest daily candle close since September 22nd, 2020. So just, again, kind of multi-year lows here on natural gas. You thought it couldn't get worse, right? This is what I'm saying. You gotta find like a nice buying signal, and there's like nothing here. There was a nice selling signature, and remember, you look at this, you say, dang man, you ever see something like this, you better run. But if you ever see something like this, you better inverse run. You better do the opposite, and maybe, because the XLY is the equal and opposite of what natural gas was, what Terra Luna was before they collapsed to zero. So I'd be like to place my bets on something that looks identical, but literally inverse. So it's like a long all day, man. Now you got to get back above the key zones here, like 150, 154. But dude, the upside could be tremendous. If history just repeats itself with fractals. Yep, stock market is closed tomorrow. The weekly is done. Tomorrow's Good Friday. Sunday is Easter. So, yeah, whatever. Let's knock at that request real quick. 19 minutes till you're closed. Let's see here. It was just Polex. Yeah. On KuCoin. Polylastic. Wow. Well, I've been here before. I don't remember the last time I was here, but I had some levels, and wow, time to be requested. This was on the 15th of March. Just look at it now, and then it's great. It tested that candle high close, pulled back, and now it broke it, and is now back testing and has support. Up almost 8% today. I mean, if it holds, which who knows if something like that would hold. Easy target for the next level would be 2.9 1/100ths of a penny. Yeah, almost made it. That's all I can tell you. I can only do is give you levels. Like if you wanted really, if you requested it March 13th through 14th, then that was the level to request it at, because that's a spring back test, and that's the stuff that we look for all the time. That's like probably one of your most powerful signatures of the composite, man. That's one of the most powerful technical indicators you could ever identify, is the spring back test. And heck, man, if a 200-day moving average is there, even better. Golden cross occurred on the 24th of February. Wow, man, it's just, there's a time and place to making requests, and it's down here, anywhere between March 10th and March 21st. Yeah, spring back tests have consequences. Can be more insane than you could ever dream of. Somehow Ren's up today. Crazy. All right, let's go to FET for Charizard. I know people in our community have definitely identified already successfully. Well, no, was it FET? It might have been FET. Might have been a, it's not a very significant time scale. I really don't. This one's already taken off, and it's not at like the best.
PLL Piedmont Lithium, thanks.
So Joshua Lincoln, thank you. Piedmont Lithium. All right, we'll do it, man. Thank you. So yeah, the issue with this one is the boom already happened, and like it could be done now. So I was looking. Someone had like posted it like this with no context. Most assets are still like kind of down here, man. Like, right, they have not done anything like FET. And so that's where you're looking for the stuff that is here, because now it's like you had the buying climax. You've now confirmed there are far less market participants involved in the asset than before the buying climax. And now another lower high, and you're just bleeding out. So what was identified was, dang, man, that truly is an M shape. This really is a great look here. It's a 786 though. So and I'm always looking for 886s. This is closer to, I think it's 50%, 55%. Be waiting on 886, and yeah, I don't like the lower highs. I mean, this thing's correcting, probably. If it holds here, mother of God, that's awesome. Right now, after something like this, it's just your argument's just not as powerful. The moon happened, and now you're at your post-moon. Anytime post-moon, it's just not going to be as powerful as an argument. Again, you're looking for all this stuff like you would on YFI. Like YFI, all the stuff happened after this drawdown. Here it is. All right, I'm down with that. And guess what? YFI, still okay. Still waiting on 11.3, 14, 18. But yeah, this got it. Up there after buying climax, not really as powerful anyway. Chase, that's great, man. I don't know about DCAing, but man, if you've made some good money on it, shoot, that's great on whatever, poly something. Those are the, let's see, so Joshua wanted PIL. Not Peppermint Innovation, dude? PLL, gotcha. Not PIL. Oh, I've been here. I have some old memories of this place. You got your zone here. Only lower highs than previous high. I'm not doing a very good job. Back below 200 moving average. Let's see the daily here. Yeah, I mean, like, it played out really well and then just hits the supply line, and now it's rolling over again. You know, just, if you can't break the supply line, you start, buyers relent. I mean, now you're back below the 200-day moving average. Starting to get sketchy again, man. You fall below 49.50. I don't know if you want anything to do with this asset at all. I would say that probably has to be your cutoff, because there could be some massive drawdowns below $50, right? That's the peak back from October 2020. And that's clearly the level that's been tested and tested and tested. I mean, technically, as long as it makes a higher low than 41.87, you're good. But man, $50 is the level. That's the massive level. So that's kind of where I'm at on this. I mean, it's like, yeah, dude, it's, hey, you pivot here, we get a classic accumulation structure, but it already back tested the level of support on the 24th of March, held and rallied. Now it's just dumping again. It's like, I'm not really sure how lithium's gonna do. LAC, you think like maybe the LAC, which is Lithium Americas Corporation, the trend reversed, man, and it's holding true. Like, look how bad it's been performing, right? It had a nice run, topped out, confirmed the top was in, it dumped. Dragon played out really well and then peaked, making a lower high. Okay, letting you know distribution, less market participants. And then the classic distribution structure completely developed. And look at you now, below $20, you're probably going to $12. So lithium not really looking so hot right now because it already looked good. Not sure I can say the same about the other one, but if they are in line with each other, I wouldn't trust lithium. If LAC's dictating where maybe things are going next, it means probably this. All right. Weekly doesn't look bad. Again, it's all about the levels, right? I mean, like, if it holds, my God, it turns into classic accumulation. But if, like, what if LAC keeps dumping here? And everything in the lithium market dumps with it, you know? What's up, Doobie? We got about 10 minutes to go till your daily close. If you're enjoying the live stream, the live with a bell sub. Let's see how little likes we can get. Let's see how few likes we could get on stream. And that's what we're going for now, right? How few of likes. Let's go back to 2018 likes, which I don't even remember how low our likes were back then, but we're getting there. Keep this up. BBAI. Thank you, man. BigBear.ai. Oh, pretty garbage. I mean, this is terrible. Absolutely terrible. Oh, man. Garbage. You know, hit all-time lows in December. And then, okay, yeah, earnings or something stupid happened on it. And look at it now. It's above the 200-day moving average. I guess that's a breakaway gap. It's high volume, like insane volume. All-time high volume. So you're asking, like, oh, is it double bottoming here? I have no clue, dude. There's just not much data. You see what it's doing, though? It's trying to regard what was once the candle high close from October 5th. It was once resistance, is now support twice. That's your cutoff. I mean, like, if someone, you know, forced me to talk about levels, I would say I would not touch this. Like, again, someone's like, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna own this, and there's nothing you can do about it. So where are the levels? Like, what level would you cut off? If things got bad, 181. That's it, $1.81. Or to target for upside, I mean, probably 453, the low from January and February of last year that it blew past, up thrusted through it. That's it. So you have your levels. Above that, something really insane's going on, right? I mean, above 453, it could very well turn into 959. Down, up, down, up, down. And it didn't quite make it there. Yeah, so maybe it's trying to confirm a bottom, but it's bad trend. Just so you know, this asset never makes money. Not really good to own assets that make no money at all. And in fact, they always lose money every quarter. That's BBAI. These market conditions, man, you really want to be owning something that only loses money all the time. I've been looking for something that makes billions of dollars. What's wrong with Google, man? Like, no one's going to request Google. Google making its highest level since September. Remember the 3 rising valleys? Classic accumulation structure, the breakout of the supply line, the back test, the local double bottom. Look at it now. Highest close since September 12th. Tested the 38% retrace for the first time today. It has now officially touched the golden zone, the bottom of the golden zone, granted, but still, it happened, so Jesus trumps for Google. This one has been a strong argument for upside, and it's doing things, right? It makes billions of dollars, good EPS, price to earnings, right? It's got a long track record of success and making money, and it showed the technical developments we want for a potential reversal. Doesn't mean it's certainly going to happen. It just seemed like there was a good probability. It could do some good stuff here, and it's been doing some really good stuff. Not much resistance, man, until like 117 to 119. That's kind of it. That's the big levels. So there's still, even after all this beauty, still a good 8 to 10% upside on Google from here. Wow. Beautiful. And then the other one was Microsoft. These are on the stream title. So Microsoft. Beautiful engulfing candle. Look at this back test of 281 was once a support in 2021. Guess what? It's now support again. And your highest daily candle close since August 15th. And if you take that out, oh Nelly, look out. I mean, full on 886. Or you're thinking maybe the idea is this complex wave structure, 88% retrace on Microsoft would be like, wow, $336. Crazy though, right? Way more pronounced. It was like, it didn't get you the 3 rising valleys. It was close. But it was just the supply line breakout back test. Isn't that glorious, man? This is what true TA is. Like, when buyers defended that level, look at the acceleration. Yeah. Give it 5 minutes, man. Just trying to keep it together, man. It's really tough these days. Let's look at New Relic that had its amazing technical stuff going on back at the beginning of the year, and the number go up, gap up, and now it's just up against a mega resistance. If it can break that, $85. Got close to the gap fill, but didn't, which maybe it very well is a breakaway gap. Just really pretty tame day. I mean, not many assets went up. Alibaba went up. It's almost like an inverse head and shoulders trying to develop here. Oh, kind of weird one, but go to the weekly and it's like, dang, man. I mean, hard to argue with the fact that Alibaba could be finally trying to shift the momentum. And it's been a long time, man. And look where it's trying. I mean, we're talking like all-time lows, man. Like if you're going to identify a potential inverse head and shoulders that has developed over the course of a year, 365 days, wouldn't the best place to be taking a shot or trying to play it at the basement, which certainly Alibaba is at the basement? I know it's Chinese garbage, dude. Anything communist Chinese garbage, but that is a specimen weekly slanted inverse head and shoulders, or potentially you got to break the neckline. I would say about 120. You break that 120, see at 164. It's just interesting, right? Last sip of coffee, okay. Man, tell you, dude, some of these are crazy looking, aren't they? Look at like
Check
Micron,
daily
man.
/clip, please, and thank you.
What's up, Rob? Well, look, going for a full
A
reset.
tip for Apple going to $125. What feels like a bear market ago, but it eventually did. So how's it looking now?
We will look at both of those. Thank you. I don't know who to look at first. I think Rob first, but the TTS did the opposite. So what do y'all think? Do y'all think Micron's doing some complex inverse head and shoulders behavior? I mean, right? Where you got a left shoulder, you got a right shoulder now. It's like the neckline is undeniably 6350, almost like Bitcoin. Can't break 28.8 ever. All right, let's just go to Apple. Yep. Almost there. Problem is, you know what happened today? Dang, man. I mean, this is a supply line of supply lines, the mother of all trend lines on Apple today. And not a very good candle to close. Good request, because, dude, you didn't hit the 886. You hit an 84% retrace. But it's a dark cloud cover reversal has been painted at the supply line after rallying 84% off its lows. Wow. Yeah, so, I mean, like, schools of thought here, is it going to go and up thrust to hit the 886 around 169.50, or is it just like this is where it's reversed every other time, so why not again? And then you get something like that, man. You got to wonder here. This is the 3-day, by the way. The 3-day chart. So a 3-day dark cloud cover has been painted. You would get confirmation, you know, maybe on Wednesday on another 3-day close, but wow. Yeah, that's serious stuff, isn't it, man? We'll see. This is the time, though. I'll tell you this. If anyone was an Apple, this is a time where someone might take profit. They just might, because this is where reversals happen. Other people take profit here, so you might do it too. Jesus chimes, we have a new day. And we're going to 125. YouTube for Apple, going to 125. Are you saying like it's going to 125 from here? Or it did? Yeah, I mean, like if you didn't hold 137, you had targets and it hit that target area and just gone, man. Straight line up virtually. But now, this is an area where reversals happen, so you can't be that surprised if it does happen again. Okay. HUT, which we've looked at recently. that was okay-ish. It looked like maybe the momentum was shifting some. You know, it's not valid yet. It's definitely not. You just got to think, if 160, 150 can hold, it's a zone. All right, I'm going to paint the zone for you. As you can see, the buyers are still trying to hold this area. It was up 0.6% today. And if that really holds, man, I mean, you're going way higher. But it's just a matter of, can it hold? I don't know. I mean, this is going to be beholden to Bitcoin price action. So if like Bitcoin goes to 31K, I think this area holds and you go to 208 and then you break that and you go way higher. But the problem, you know, that's just the issue with anything that's related to crypto on the stock market is 100% beholden to Bitcoin's price. So like, I can't even be like, oh, it's a great area, because what if Bitcoin collapses to 26.8? This thing's going to go down to 140 or lower, you know? But yeah, I'll just tell you, if you don't have to look at it like that, you can clearly see this level here. There was a time in history, February 13th, 2020, where it's exactly where it reversed. Very closely, June of 2020. And then when it broke it in December 2020, you know, it was gone. But that's like why, because Bitcoin did that. So the good news is you're at the sweet spot. You're at the magic area. It's lost 95+% of its value, 98% of its value. So we'll see if we can put in a higher low. Let's see if it works, you know. Pray for Bitcoin. That's all I can say on any crypto miner. Pray for Bitcoin. Monthly, daily, weekly. He wants the weekly too, so let's go. Here's your weekly. I mean, again, anything above like 146 is okay. You're technically safe above 146. And really, 133 seems like a magic area too, because it's a weekly candle high close. January, February 2020. Another close, June of 2020, and then, you know, those were highs. This was a low valley from June 27th of last year. So, and look, the high from the night, you know, January 2019. So anything above that level is good. It's like a spring back test is occurring. Okay, so you're good until that. So stop losses, one would want to have a stop somewhere, I mean, below 133 if one's playing the weekly. Because if it holds long enough, then you see it. I mean, 250, but then 350 after that on the weekly. So it's all about the levels. You're pretty close to one. Discord link is pinned in the chat. Discord link is being spammed in the chat. Check on Shopify that had been golden. Yeah, it pulled back, man. I know. It did. It pulled back, but anything above $41 is legend status for upside. Yes. Why? Because you look, it's a high from 2019, high from 2022, high from August 9th. Clearly from December of last year. So it's just, that's it, man. That's your danger zone. Below that, you might be in a lot of, your argument becomes kind of invalid. But if you can hold here long enough, $62, $78. Wow. Well, let's go back to Bitcoin because it's, you know, end of day, new day. See how the daily closed. This is the way the daily looks. Just literally nothing. There is no more volatility. I think.
Appreciate your streams, Mitch. Roll Tide. 0.0003960 BTC.
So William, thanks to the 11 suit. Hey man, thanks for watching and constantly contributing to the stream, man. All right. Yeah, man, these are the down times. These are definitely the super grindy times. No partying here. And if Bitcoin ever launches to 31, 40K, and there's partying going on, all these streams, all the viewers are back, you just better remember, like, the people that are gonna like say anything are gonna be the people that would be not watching right now. They would only show up for the price. I'm just saying, man. It's like, how could anyone say, like, you know, I don't know. Just, it's stupid. You got to go through this crap. This is worse than dumps. Like, I think like now lately, like in the past 3 weeks, it's been worse than most of the times in 2022. Because at least we look at these swings in price we're getting in 2022 all the time. It was like not very long before a huge swing again, the whole way down, up and down. I mean, that wasn't long at all. That was a nice rising wedge right there that broke down. That was beautiful. But yeah, man, I've just been like Chop City, man. At this point, I don't even care where they were. I really have nothing to say to anyone that's watching during the pump streams and not these. All right, so you're range bound. You're stuck, confined at the top part of a rectangle. You had a confirmed partial decline a couple times, but no breakout. I mean, again, like, if you're going to be real about a 4-hour partial decline, it's still valid. You still have a 91% breakout chance. Still. Until this heart line's taken out with a candle close or something, and you start heading on down to the bottom of the rectangle range, right? There's still a high probability of a bullish breakout, which is crazy, right? Yep. Okay, so I'm just gonna get out of here and give you an update on the markets, man. What can I do? I mean, this is it. There's no price action at all. None. And we looked at the places where there was price action, commodities and stocks, right? Big gainers, losers, okay, we did that. Look at the requests, right? There was no more requests, right? And that was it. Yeah. So there's literally nothing else I can do. I go live for an hour and do the market updates, and that's it. Sprinkle in a little education for people that care. We're done. Business. Haha, business. Okay. Thanks for coming out. I'll be back. Until next time, respect the TA.
Adios, turd nuggets.